I'm looking at a study saying that because of COVID-19, life expectancy dropped a full year in the first half of 2020. I've got a little bit of a problem with the math, though. COVID-19 killed how many people in the first half of 2020? Well, even today, it's only killed 500,000 people. And then most of the people who it killed didn't just lose all of their life, right? They lost maybe 10 or 20 years at best, right? But even if COVID-19 were only killing newborn babies, right? And all of them lived to be zero. Even then, 500,000, what fraction of the U.S. population is that? 300 million. We got 500,000. That's like point. Let's do the math here. Let's get out the calculator. 500,000 died out of 300 million, and they lost their entire life expectancy of, I think it was 79 years, right? That would have only shaved a few months off of the overall life expectancy, right? So obviously, that was only and plus most people who died of COVID-19 didn't lose all of their life, right? Not even close in most cases, right? And so obviously there's more to that, and I think it's all of the lockdown problems, right? The social problems, the suicides, drug use, alcohol, and the despair, right? And actually, this is not such bad news compared to when I was a kid. If I remember correctly, back in the early 2000s, we had a major obesity problem. The percentage of people who were obese was jumping a few percent every year, and sorry about that. There was a projection, if I remember correctly. It's kind of grave now looking back at it, but there was a projection that life expectancy was going to drop so sharply that a lot of people would be burying their children. So by about 20 to 30 years within the next generation, that life expectancy was going to drop. So about this kind of rate every year, right? The thing is that I actually like some of these lockdown measures, believe it or not. Not all of them, but some of them. I really love remote work, for one thing, right? Today I have to work out of my car because I'm kind of in between places. I don't mind that compared to going to the office. It's still a whole lot more liberating that way. I really love, well, obviously this is more of a transitional thing. I really love how when I go out to the restaurant, it's only 25 to 50% capacity. I have social anxiety problems. And to be honest, sometimes I almost forget why we're locking down. I think we're locking down because there are a lot of people with social anxiety problems, and it's giving them a chance to participate in the world. Sometimes I almost forget the real reason we're locking down. And I actually use this as an opportunity to be eating better. And so all this stuff about obesity going up, I during the pandemic, I really cannot understand that. I really can't. And so I think it's more of an attitude issue. But I wish the CDC would point out the real reason that life expectancy is dropping so much, right? And that we should maybe be more positive about these changes and use them to our benefit, right? Because without the real reason, we can't talk about being optimistic about the changes that are going on, right? Thanks for watching.